Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for today's post-game press conference following the match between Howard University and South Carolina State, with your final score 75-43. Joining us here are head coach Ty Grace and student athletes Anaya Thomas and Sayla Hemingway. Coach, we'll start with you with an opening statement followed by questions. Coach, whenever you're ready.
Thank you. So I just want to first give a shout out to Coach Baker and his team. I know they had, with the transition, him being a new coach, and then they had some injuries that they still was able to fight this season. And, they gave us our first tough challenge in the beginning of the season. So shout out to them. But just glad that my team was able to take care of business, got to play a lot of players today. And, yeah, I felt really good about the win.
Thank you. At this time, we'll take questions for student athletes and the head coach.
I'll start. Hi, Alana Marable. I'm an intern with ESPN. And for the athletes, you guys just came off of the regular season title, and now you're coming into the championship tournament game. How does it feel, and what's your mindset just going throughout this tournament?
It feels great to be in this position. The past couple of years, we weren't in this position, so it feels great, like I said. I just think going into this tournament, we just have to keep a level head and just stay composed and do what we need to do.
Yeah, I say the same thing. It feels good to get that regular season championship, but at the end of the day, I'm not satisfied. I don't think we all are satisfied. We want the big thing to go to NCAA tournament, win the MEAC championship. So I think that's where our mindset is right now.
Coach, first of all, congrats on being named 2026 MEAC Coach of the Year. And talk about the different lineups you played. You displayed your depth throughout the game. What was the plan behind that, just to get everybody that experience in this first game, knowing that they're going to need it because you expect to make a long run, or just that's how you know your team is deep and that you can play many players you're confident in?
Right. Thanks, Ray. I appreciate you. So, yeah, I've talked about that all season a lot with you. We have a strong bench, and when we have the capacity and availability, we're going to use it. And today was one of those days, and I'm very comfortable putting those players in a game and, carrying us throughout quarters. So, and then being able to give some of these starters some rest. These playing over 30 minutes a game. Sailor's at 28, so they're playing a lot. So when we get an opportunity to be able to rest them, especially in a tournament situation where we're going to be playing again back-to-back days, it's important. And depth obviously is a strength of ours, and that I've talked about all season. So I was glad that everyone was able to contribute today.
And then just talk about Ariella. She never wants to come out of the game. Just talk about coaching her. And how do you think she did in her first MEAC tournament game?
She's a competitor, so I don't expect anything less from her. She wants to compete, and so yeah, she's gonna give me a hard time when I want to take her off the floor. She wants to be in for every minute, every second, but that's just not gonna happen. But she did great. She didn't have any turnovers today, and that's what we talked about, controlling the pace of the game and the tempo. And she played like that. She's rookie of the year, but she got 29 games in right now, so she's playing more like a veteran. So I was pleased by her play today.
I go back to the players. Howard just announced that new rule that players or teams in general are no longer allowed to kneel during that national anthem, and you guys either have to stand or go to the locker room. And you guys all stood behind your decision and decided to go to the locker room. How important is that to stand behind your decision that you made, especially in a tournament like the MEAC basketball tournament?
Go ahead. Coach Ty has instilled in us that it's just bigger than kneeling. We're supporting a cause that's been going on since 2020. So, at the end of the day, unfortunately, we have to abide by certain rules, but we're still going to stand on our beliefs and our morals. So it's just about, sticking to what we believe in, sticking to supporting our morals and not letting anything kind of deteriorate that, and finding new ways to kind of, still be able to protest in a way.
I agree with everything Z said.
They're going to support each other.
Yeah.
They're going to support each other. We're going to do what we need to do. We're going to have further conversations going into the end of the season. But they've done a great job handling everything thus far. So I'm proud of them. And they all are who they are individually. But when we come together as a team, we're going to have each other's back and stand together.
Any further questions? Thank you, Coach. Thank you to the student athletes as well. We appreciate your time. Now we conclude Howard University's portion. At this time, we will hear from South Carolina State University, which fell to Howard University with a score of 75-43. We are here today by head coach Cedric Baker and student athletes Shanice Reed and Monasia Ford. Coach, we will begin with an opening statement from you, and then we'll open the floor to questions. Coach, whenever you're ready.
Just want to say thank you. It's been a great experience this week, coming to the MEAC, tournament. It's been a great experience for, student athletes, those that are seniors, of course. They'll never play with this group of young ladies ever in life again. So just proud of the opportunity and the experience that, the MEAC provided for them this week. It's been a joy, pleasure. Of course, this was my first year with this group of young ladies, but it's definitely been a pleasure and a joy just coming to work every day and coaching them and preparing them, for life after basketball. Our game plan of coming into today's game, of course, we came up short to a good, Howard University team, but the numbers, we're big numbers. We play the numbers. Our goal was to come in and dominate at the foul line. We shot 85%, so that was a goal we accomplished. And then turnover-wise, we turned them over 13 times. We only had 17. But, of course, the rebounding. And I believe if you win 2 out of 3 of those categories, you're going to definitely come away, victorious. So we were a little short there in terms of overall size and depth. Howard, played to their advantage, and that's what coaches do. That's what great teams do. And it was a matter of, willpower. And they, played to their strength, and we tried to play to our strength, and try to get a speed advantage, and they were trying to get the size advantage. And at the end of the day, we make no excuses. They won, and congratulations to them. But overall, just a great game. We could have easily laid down. We started the season full roster, but injuries are a part of the game. And I'm just take my hats off to the young ladies who were able to finish. And that's what it's all about, finishing a task, winning games, and graduating.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll now open the floor for questions.
Anyone? I'm saying, please. Okay. Coach, I'll start off with you.
Okay.
Alana Marable, an intern with ESPN.
Okay.
You did start off saying that you guys shot 85% at the foul line, which is great. And when you guys forced those 13 turnovers on Howard, you guys got 10 points off those turnovers. So if the score could have been completely different if you guys didn't succeed in those aspects. So how important are those little things, grabbing those turnovers, getting those points, and then making those shots at the free throw line to a game like this?
It's important, of course. You want to always build on your strength, build on that momentum. We were able to extend some pressure, get some turnovers, create, baskets off those turnovers. So, of course, it's important to see them experience some success. And believe. Their belief got to be bigger than the disbelief around them. So it's always important just to, share some success with them. We're able to go back, watch some film, review, reflect on those things that we really did well and those things we didn't do well. Hey, what would we do different if given another opportunity? So, of course, from that experience, I'll just talk to them about being mentally tough, not getting too high when we did something good and not getting too low when we had some challenges, and just staying even keel and looking forward to what they will do if given another opportunity.
I love it. And coming out of halftime, you guys basically matched Howard in scoring. You guys made 13 points in the third quarter to their 14 points, which was great considering Howard was leading the entire game. So what was that conversation in halftime to help you guys get that momentum coming out of it to score those 13 points in the third quarter?
Yeah, my conversation with them was sometimes when you're losing, you're winning. And so my goal was, when I noticed we were just down 1, we lost that quarter, we, just trying to keep their fans out of it. Of course, they have a responsibility to each other. And then, trust the coaches, trust the game plan. And then, of course, we want the fans to enjoy the game. But my message to them was, hey, we losing, but sometimes you're winning when you can keep that crowd out the game and just finish strong. Yeah.
George Bonjers on the phone, newspaper Kansas.
Hey, George.
I'm looking at your roster.
Yes, sir.
You only have 1 South Carolinian on your team. You got a young lady from Seattle, Washington.
Yes, sir.
You got all across the country.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing this?
Yes, sir.
How can you afford that, first of all?
Well, first of all, this is my first year there, and hats off to the the young women that we inherited as a staff and as me as a coach. And I'm going to coach whoever wants to be coached. And she's, of course, Shanice is from Seattle, and Manasia Ford is from Florida. But just coaching women's basketball for 33 years now, it's a lot of eyeballs on this sport, and it's a lot of young women playing. And you just want the best talent available to you. If we got to go to Nigeria and get it, if we got to go to California, we got to get it. But it's a lot of eyeballs on this sport now, and it's a lot of young women playing this sport. And I hope by her being from Florida and Shanice being from Seattle, maybe some young man, young woman from their hometown community may choose South Carolina State University to get a degree. So we love it. We love it. But, of course, to answer your question, I know where you're getting at. We definitely want to recruit our backyard. We want to definitely recruit South Carolina and the South region. But, of course, we want the best young women available to us.
I had a question.
Yes, sir.
Question, Niece. I mean, talk a little bit about your reflection in your career. You're a senior, so this is it for you. What has being at South Carolina State meant to you?
Just growing like the sisterhood that I got to be around with on and off the court. With these girls, it's, there are challenges, but you can't dislike them. You gotta love them because they make you want to come to practice every day. They make you work hard. They push you and make you be your better selves. I did have my teammates talk to me early today. They needed me today, and I wanted to make sure I stood up on my word and make sure that I'm not going to back down on y'all. I'm going to have you guys' back. So coming to practice every day, knowing I have their back and they have mine, it's just all I need. Just a good sisterhood.
Okay. From Malaysia, so you're returning next year.
Yes.
So what are some of your expectations looking back at this season and going into next season?
Some expectations is, I would personally say, like, as a team, right? Okay, I would definitely start off the court when it comes to chemistry and making sure that everybody's headspace and we're all working for the same common goal. And also just coming to practice to work hard and just wanting to be better every single day.
Shanice, you did lead in points, 15 points, and I saw on the court, it was some calls that you were looking for those fouls that the refs were not calling. How did those moments kind of motivate you to kind of get back in the game and fight harder because you weren't getting calls that you were supposed to be getting?
It's my last year, so I can't give up now. Like, I have to keep fighting and keep playing, because if I give up, then my energy reflects on my team, and I know they feed off energy. So if they see me keep going and keep pushing, no matter who's calling what or what fouls I get, I know they're gonna keep working hard too. That's all that matters.
Any further questions? Thank you, Coach, and thank you to the student athletes as well. We appreciate your time, and that will conclude South Carolina State's portion of our press conference.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.